Hey, what's going on guys? Sebastian here, and today I'm going to show you guys how you can be a full metal seller on Amazon. I'm going to be taking you on a step-by-step guide and show you exactly how I found the killer products that took me from zero to over $300,000 in only 18 months. There are three things we're going to be talking about today. The first is how to build a brand. The second, you need to have access to capital. And the third is setting realistic goals on Amazon. So the first pillar is building a brand. Now as I go through this tutorial for you, I want you to have in the back of your head, can I build a tangible brand that people love? Will people recommend my products to their friends, family, or whoever? And will they continually buy my product? Maybe twice, three times. Will I have a recurring customer base? And lastly, am I able to create products in a similar niche? Can I expand my product brand, my product line, and push it to these same customers? Are these my ideal customers? Because if you can carve out an ideal customer from Amazon and build a brand around that, you'll have a better chance for long-term success than people who are on Amazon selling weird, obscure products with no story behind them. And that's a recipe for some quick cash and also quick failures. So if you really want to succeed on Amazon, you have to think long term, and you have to think like a real business person. And you have to think about developing a story, a product and people can be passionate about and continually buy from you more than once. So you want to have that in the back of your mind. Can I expand this product line? And can I reach an ideal customer? Because the fact of the matter is, if you can charge, let's use that garlic press for an example. If you can, on the title of your garlic press, say this garlic press is for left-handed chefs, you're going to have a much higher selling price point than someone who's just selling a plain old garlic press. Now, I'm not recommending selling a garlic press, but I want you to have this differentiating factor in the back of your mind as you're vetting through products, right? Can I expand? Can I laser target a specific customer? And that way you can have an ideal premium price that you can market to them as well. Now, part two of this is going to be you need to have access to capital. The reason why I say that is because I don't want you to think you can sell on Amazon with only $500. Maybe you can, but there's a lot of costs associated with Amazon that a lot of the gurus out there don't mention, and that is you're going to need to restock your inventory, and you're also going to need to pay Amazon fees. You're going to need to pay shipping costs. There's several costs that add up, marketing costs, and people over optimize and they're overly optimistic when it comes to selling on Amazon. So if you're going to sell on Amazon, you're going to need some cash flow. Ask your mom, ask your dad, ask family, go get a loan. And I only say that because if you're able to use a loan and maybe you can get something with low interest, you'll be able to leverage that debt to now then profit quickly on Amazon. Or if you have a job, save up. Don't prematurely quit your job, and don't prematurely think you can sell on Amazon right away without having sufficient cash flow. The average seller needs at least $5,000 to begin selling on Amazon. So that's going to cover a lot of your costs, and it's going to save you a lot of headache for last minute expenses, especially for software that comes up. So you need to have sufficient cash flow. So before we get into it, start saving your money. Invest in your education. That's key, right? If you're not educated on Amazon, it's with anything else, right? You're not going to just throw something out there and hope for the best. No, real business people who succeed, especially on Amazon, have a strategy behind. They have cash flow reserves. They have an intelligent budget system played out. That way they are able to maximize their chances of success, and that's the same with Amazon. So especially when you want to expand it to new product lines, you're going to need cash. So when you start making money, it's not wise to start spending it on new clothes or whatever, getting a car payment, right? Lower your debt, think cash flow, think how much money can I save up from Amazon and have it build upon itself. Anything you get, put it back into your business. You will succeed if you do not spend that cash. If you have a daytime job, start Amazon on the side and let it run for at least 6 months before you start taking any money out of it. I know that's not sexy, but that's exactly what I did, and and it allowed me to exponentially increase my results when selling on Amazon, because I had more money to put into more products, more launches, and the cash just starts doubling on size. Boom, boom, boom. My best month, I did $40,000, 30,000 of which was in net profit. And I'm not lying to you, this is like some crazy stuff when you're able to finally realize, okay, how much money is this going to be worth if I spend it? It's going to be worth nothing because you spent it. But how much more if you make $1,000, $2,000 on Amazon, and if you were able to put it back into your business? Can you imagine how much faster that's going to grow? So you want to think, okay, not how much money can I put into my pocket right away, how much money can I reinvest into my Amazon business right away? Now lastly, you're going to want to set realistic goals. Now, I don't want you to confuse that with think small. No, it's all about thinking big, right? As an entrepreneur, that's what we do. We dream, we think big, and we have to execute big too. So before you start making $100,000 in a month, you need to have something you can chew on first. You need to first see that you're able to make $5,000 a month, and then you can double it. Okay, I can make $5,000. Let's do 10. Let's do 20. Let's do 30. Let's do $100,000 now. You have to take it in those steps, and as you take it through these progressions, your confidence is going to start to build up more and more and more. But if you go into it thinking, look, I'm going to sell garlic presses, I bought 1,000 units, and I can just market it better than anybody else, and I'm going to sell these 1,000 units and make $100,000 this month, you're setting yourself for disaster right there. You don't want to go into it that way, because if you didn't hit that goal, it's real easy to get discouraged. And I see a lot of sellers start strong for like 3 months, and then they start to lose enthusiasm because they had unrealistic goals, and that's because they didn't have any market discipline. If you've never sold on Amazon, it's really hard to have what's called market discipline, knowing the market, what your customers want, what price point they're willing to pay for it, and the actual sales velocity you can actually expect to gain from this product. So go into it thinking big, but you also want to set realistic goals, right? Start bite-sized. Start with, let me make $5,000 this month. Okay, let me make $10,000 this month. And as soon as you start hitting these goals, you might hit them faster than you think actually. As soon as you start hitting them, start doubling that goal. That's a good place to start. But go into it enthusiastic, patient, and with the mindset that you're always willing to learn more. And if something doesn't go the way you want, think to yourself, it's not that I'm a failure. There's just something I do not know right now, but I will do everything and anything I can to make this business work and to learn what I need to learn, so that way it does succeed. Because I am a winner. You got to say that to yourself. I'm a full metal seller, right? We don't give up. We don't compete. We dominate. So go in with the winner's mentality and set realistic goals for yourself. Alright guys, now that we got some of the baseline rules out of the way, let's go ahead and dig into the training. Alright guys, welcome to the free Amazon training, where I'm going to show you how to sell on Amazon if you're a complete beginner. Now before we get started, you are going to need a tool called Helium 10. There are several seller tools out there. The one I personally love and use all the time is Helium 10, because it has so many other tools inside of it that it's basically a one-stop shop for power sellers on Amazon. So I'm using the black box Amazon product research tool. Try to say that 5 times fast, right? This tool is pretty neat. So I'm going to show you some of the prerequisites I use when I want to start brainstorming for ideas for new products to sell on Amazon. So right now I'm in the category pet supplies. They have plenty of categories here, but I like pets. I have a pet, so I'm going to start with pet supplies. Okay. Now, some of the criteria you're going to want to put is, you want to adjust the revenue, price, the review count, and the shipping size. So a minimum baseline, let's go ahead and do $5,000 a month, right? That's a good starting point. That means that there's some sales coming in. So a minimum of monthly sales, set it at $5,000. We can look at price, minimum of $19.99. Anything lower, you might have to fight for, small margins. So to protect your investment right away, start with something you can have some decent margins in, where you can at least 2 or 3x your money at least. And anything lower than $19.99, it's going to be really hard to source a good quality product and make a decent profit anything less than $19.99. So we'll start with that. The review count, I didn't put in anything for the minimum, but for the maximum, I always start with 500. I mean, you can go a little bit lower than that. Anything higher than 500 can mean it's too competitive, but anything less than 500 might not mean that there's a lot of demand for the product. So 500 is a good starting point. You want to have some competition with this product because that's implying that there is some demand. Now, it is possible to get into an Amazon product that has high competition with very little demand. So the reason why we're doing the steps I'm going to show you today is to avoid selling a product like that. But for the most part, max reviews of 500 tells me that there's some demand for this product. So let's see if I can carve a brand name for myself in it. And we're going to do weight 3 pounds. Anything more than that, shipping can really add up, especially if you're importing it from China. And so that can be pretty costly for you. So 3 is pretty good. I hit search. I kind of did some of the vetting process already for the sake of time. So I saw this product. This was on the first page right away. So as soon as I put in some of this criteria here, and you can see there's different variables. So you can mess with this, down to the keywords. This is such an awesome tool. All the variables it gives you. So if you're just getting started, use these as the default, and then as time goes on, you can adjust all of these variables and really niche down, laser target into an awesome product. So I saw this product here. I was like, okay, it's doing a healthy $300,000 a month. That's crazy. I liked the selling price, which was $42.99. I liked it. And the BSR rank is 218. Now, there's a lot of different things that other Amazon gurus say. BSR is important to some extent, but I wouldn't look too hard at the BSR. I would look hard at the sales, right? So you're looking at sales and how much money you can make. So when I opened up the product, it's really easy. I went here, go to product page on Amazon, and right away it brought me to the listing. So for starters, you can see it's a grooming kit, a dog grooming kit, right? So that's going to be one of your main keywords. So I'm going to copy the main keyword, right? So what I'm liking from this is, the sales are pretty healthy and it has a healthy selling price. I'm going to copy the main keyword. I'm going to paste it in here, search. Okay, and now you can niche down, right? You can do it for cats, dogs. Let's say we want to do a grooming kit specifically for dogs, right? It's a super specific niche that you're targeting with dogs. And you can see there's not very much competition here. Anything under 1,000, you're doing pretty decent. So I'll have a cheat sheet that'll show you, how to vet some of these products. So let's go ahead and start with this, right? There's not very many sellers, so that's a good sign. And I have another tool called Jungle Scout. It's their web extension. It's a pretty neat tool. I have the light version, which I think is only $100 right now. They have a second version out. It's pretty neat. I've never used it. I've used the light product, and it's worked perfect for me. It's what I've always used. So what I'm going to show you here is you're going to want to pay attention to these sales. Now, if you're barely starting on Amazon, you do not want to go after a product that has a sales velocity of over, let's say 2,000-3,000 a month. Because in order for you to rank on the first page for that product, you're going to have to match them that many units to stay on the first page. And I would never recommend ordering $3,000 or $2,000 on your very first product. It's a disaster waiting to happen. So you always want to test the market. So you would want to start with an order of about maybe 250 to 500 units. I wouldn't go for 1,000 right away. Start with 500. You can practically sell 500 of anything on Amazon if you have a good product and a good price point with some awesome marketing. So this is pretty healthy. It's telling me that the average sales price is $1,000.83. Average reviews is 398, which is awesome, right? It's under that $500 threshold, and average monthly sales is about 1,000. That's pretty good, right? You can, if this is the average monthly sales, and you were to order 500 units, if your product is stellar, and if you had a good launch and every marketing is on point, you can easily sell through your 500 units in a month, right there. Average is 1,000. So another neat thing is, a good rule of thumb also is the first 3 listings, you want to also make sure at least one of them is under 500 reviews. And as you can obviously see here, this is pretty hot. This one has 2 reviews. They're already doing $44,000 on Amazon. That is wild. Healthy sales price, $29.99, $1,500 a month. Wow. So they have 2 reviews. That is awesome. It means that this market is still untapped. And the reason why I liked this category is because with pets, you can expand into so many different, your brand can expand into other product lines that complement each other. And if you can have products that complement each other, when a potential buyer on Amazon is looking at your product through your store, they're going to say, hey, look, they also sell dog treats or dog leashes or dog toenail clippers, etc., etc. If you're selling this dog grooming kit, and someone goes to your store to see what other types of products you sell, and say they love this first product, and they see that you're selling on your store dog grooming kit right next to a ladder, it's going to turn off a buyer. It means you're just selling obscure products in hopes to make a sale, and people would much rather go to a storefront and see dog grooming kit, cat grooming kit, dog collars, everything dog related, dog treats that you're selling. It enforces your brand on Amazon, and therefore from a buyer's perspective, you can potentially market your other products to them if on the launch you have their emails and you're doing some marketing on Facebook. That's some more advanced stuff, but for starters, you want to keep in mind, can I expand this product line? Will someone come to my store and also buy X product? So you want to keep that in mind. So I opened this up on, so right away, look, 2 reviews on the first page. It's looking golden to me. I'm liking these numbers here. And so I actually opened it up on Alibaba. On Alibaba, I just copied the main keyword, dog grooming kit, and here's what I got, right? So I'm already looking at some of these sales prices. Look, this can be a set in and of itself. Another set here. You're going to want to get some test samples, but this is pretty neat, right? I'm not too sure what that is, but that looks pretty cool. But right away, I kind of like these 2 suppliers right here. This customs data means that they've already sold this particular product to people in the U.S., so they already have a sales history right there. $7 to $8, $6 to $8. So let's say for a decent grooming kit, you can get it for $7. So what I'm gonna do, let's go here. Let's go to that product we were on. Let's go to this one. Oh look, this is a similar product, the exact same one actually. Boom, look at that. Let's look at the numbers here real quick. I'm going to copy the ACoS. Let's look at this. Let's go ahead and copy the ACoS and have this tab open. This is called FBA fee calculator. It's a free tool also, and it will allow you to see some of your numbers beforehand. That way you'll know exactly what your fees are going to be from Amazon. That way you can factor all these costs in when you start your product launch. So the item price is $29.99 on Amazon. This is if you were fulfilling it here. So right now, if you're on this training, that means you're interested in having Amazon fulfill your order. which if you don't even know what that means, it just basically means that Amazon will do most of the legwork for you. So if you can source a good high quality product and have an amazing launch and market it and differentiate your product on Amazon, essentially they'll package it and ship it directly for you, right? So that's a pretty neat tool, and that's what makes Amazon so powerful through their FBA program. You don't have to send it from your garage and drive to the post office. They have huge warehouses all over the states that will do that for you. And so I'm going to say the landed cost for this product is $7. So we have the item price at $29.99, right? Because that's what it is here. This one's on the first page doing $44,000 a month, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, look at that. That's crazy. 2 reviews, only 2 reviews, $44,000 a month. Nuts. But this is a pretty cool package they have, right? It's a pretty neat package. So in looking at this, you would have to ask yourself, how can I improve this product and start selling it? So let's just say, based on these numbers here, 7 to 8, 6 to 8, I'm going to get the median and use 7. And look, this one says 500 pieces minimum. That's a perfect start for us, right? 500 pieces, $7. So let's go ahead and calculate this. So see, Amazon's already taken all their fees out. Selling on Amazon fee, fulfillment by Amazon, and you have your total costs here. So your deposit, it's about $9 in fees from Amazon. So your deposit from each sale is going to be $20. And what this tool does for you, it will automatically deduct $7, which is the cost for your product, from the total seller proceeds. So you're left with $13.72 in net profit. So it's about a 2x return on your investment, right? So that's pretty neat. It automatically deducts the costs for you, and you're going to need that because when you're selling on Amazon, it's really easy to see the money stack up quickly. And when that happens, you can forget that you also need to put in orders to restock, right? So you're going to always need some cash flow. That's why I said in the beginning, you're going to need access to cash flow for those first few months, because when you're making these sales, you're going to take out what it costs to buy your product and put it aside at least. That way, when you're running low on stock, you can put in an order to say, hey, look, send me another 500, send me 1,000, and you're going to need access to that cash quickly. So if you're reinvesting this money right away, it's not going to be a problem at all. So that's pretty cool. If you look at that, that's a pretty neat return on investment. Now, I'm not giving product recommendations. I'm just trying to show you basically the vetting process I use to source a winner. So another thing you're going to want to do here is I like to look at some of the top sellers. Okay, so we're looking at dog grooming kit. We more or less know we can make $14 in profit. Now, when you're reaching out to manufacturers, you want to reach out to at least 3 different ones, and that way you can see which one you'll get the best deal. You don't always want to go with the cheapest option. You want to go with the option that balances quality for price, and the only way to do that is to order samples. So if you reach out to 3 manufacturers for whatever product you're looking into, you're able to test the quality of all 3 of these products, and whatever one offers the best quality at the best price, that's going to be the one you're going to go with. So before I start contacting suppliers, one thing I like to do is I'll look at the top seller. Let's say, look, here's another one. Let's look at this one. Looks to be the same manufacturer as well. I like to look at the negative reviews because you can tell a lot about a product and how it can be improved, and that can be your opportunity, right? So I'll look at, sorry, my internet, this page is loading up slowly here. I'm just going to go to the top. Let's go to customer reviews. Let's start with the 3-star reviews, right? they don't absolutely hate it like the 1-star reviews, and they don't absolutely love it like the 5 stars. So the 3-star review range is a good place to start. So let's see, when I first purchased this item, it worked great. Update, seller has contacted me and sent me a replacement. So something wasn't working. It doesn't hold battery, okay. Works like a charm. On the Poodle, very quiet, no razor burn. Cons, no indicator of when charging is done. Battery does not run as stated. Okay. Full charge, 35 minutes, 5-hour charge. Okay. Wish replacement blades were available. That's pretty key. Okay, so something right away I'm seeing is, I'm already seeing an opportunity here. Look, wish replacement blades were available. So you can, while you're talking to these manufacturers, that can be one of your key differentiating factors is, right? You can even say comes with replacement blade. So you would reach out to these manufacturers and say, hey, look, I like your set, can we add some goodies to it, right? I need to know what type of battery you're going to use, and I need to know if I can get, this blade, if you guys can send me an extra blade with this product. So they'll include that in the price, obviously, but that's a good indicator. Okay, opportunity, boom. So yours can look decked out like this, and a key selling feature you can includes 2 replacement blades. And if you can start, at a price point of $26.99 to $29.99, even $32.99, and you have replacement blades, you're already differentiating your product that people, it's appealing. If people don't have to, look for buy this whole set again just to get another set of clippers, if they can just directly buy, these blades from you, or even that can even be another product you sell, right? It can be a completely new listing, and you can even put replacement blades for our other products, so that way they complement each other right away. So you can already see right away how there's some opportunity starting to churn just from this product right here. Again, I'm not recommending these products. I'm just trying to show you more or less what the workflow looks like when you're starting to get some product ideas and what some of these really good products that have high potential look like. So now I'm kind of seeing, okay, I can get it fairly cheaply, not cheaply, inexpensively. I don't like to use that word cheap. And the margins look pretty decent if I can source it for this landed, which means it includes the shipping cost already. And we already see that there's not a lot of competition, right? So now let's look at what some of this search volume looks like. So I'm going to use, where are you? Magnet. Let's copy and paste dog grooming kit. Let's let Magnet load up here. Type that keyword in. And search. Alright. Okay, cool. So another rule of thumb I have is I want at least 10,000 search results a month. So as you can see here, it meets that criteria. It's almost 13,000 with exact search terms a month, and that's a really neat thing about Helium 10. It gives you exact and broad match, which is good for you when you start looking into PPC campaigns, which is paid per click on Amazon. But before we get into that, I already like that it has an exact volume of 13,000. So you can just click where it says exact phrase search volume, just click on it once, and it will refine the results to show you the highest search terms all the way down to the lowest in order from top first. So it has dog clippers, dog grooming kit, dog grooming clippers. So that's probably why we saw these dog clippers here, right? They added that value piece to this set. So maybe it was a little more expensive, but they're able to cannibalize, basically a whole dog grooming service, right? They're taking out a middleman right there. So dog clippers, dog grooming kit, let's see, dog grooming scissors, boom, they're basically cannibalizing all the top search terms for dog grooming. So these are some things you're going to want to keep in mind when you're launching your product, right? How can you bundle something to provide more value than your competitors are, and carve a name for yourself right away in that niche? So in looking at this, I'm already liking the search volume. Competing products less than 2,000. Headline search ads, sponsored ads. Okay, this is basically means this is how many other sellers are competing on the Amazon advertisement platform, and this is for people. This spot here are sellers who are competing on the headline search advertising platform. So you need to have a registered trademark to access this one. That's why there's not as many sellers using this. So that tells me that there's a potential opportunity here to crush it, because if you have a registered trademark, Amazon gives you way more tools to use, and the more tools to have on your side, especially when you're selling on Amazon, the better. So another cool thing about this tool, it's called CPR, which is basically it's Cerebro, which is Helium 10's little special formula where you're able to reverse engineer an ASIN to know exactly how many units you might potentially have to sell right away to rank on the first page. So it's telling you, total you'll have to have at least 500 sales to rank for this keyword, specifically dog clippers. It's not an exact science, but this is a good starting point to know, okay, how much inventory am I going to need right away to start selling on the first page for these keywords. So you can see it's about 500 a month, maybe average of 300. So if you order that 500 units, if you're ordering those 500 units, you're automatically in that median right here of about 300 for these keywords. And it's telling you daily, look, need to sell at least 10 a day, 10 to 50 a day. I think for dog grooming kit, this is perfect. If you can at least sell anywhere from 10 to 30 units a day, you're golden. And it's telling you, look, to sell well for this keyword, dog grooming kit, you're gonna need to have at least 230 sales for this product right away, and you need to sell at least 10 to 30 of these daily, which is fairly easy. I have a full course where I show you, exactly how to launch a product to rank on page 1. So I'll show you, that's a very detailed training. I'll show you exactly how to launch your products with a really neat strategy I've coined called the grenade launch strategy, which means you're flooding your listing with traffic, with hungry buyers ready to sell your product. Right? You need to be in front of those buyers. So I have all the resources to put you right in front of those buyers. It's a little more advanced, so that's why it's a paid training. It's my master class. So when you're looking at it here, though, I'm already loving what I'm seeing. Right? At least 30 a day, and if you multiply 13 times 30, that's solid profit for you, right? So those are the tools I'm using. If you're barely getting started, this is a free tool for you, and if you want to access some of the premium features that this tool offers you, you can go ahead and subscribe to one of their options. And if you use my link, it is a discount for you. Why pay full price if you don't have to, right? And yeah, you can get started with this right away, right? You're not going to find a product right away. You could, but just know that this is the most time-consuming process. But if you're actually going to take the time to invest in your business, in your financial future, I think if it takes you maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, if you're hitting it hard for 2 weeks to find a good, solid product that you could potentially build a brand around, I think it's worth it. So It's been worth it for me. I did this. It took me like a month and a half to finally find a product I loved. And luckily, since I did my homework, I did exactly what I just showed you guys. I was able to improve on a hyper competitive product at the time. I improved it, bundled it, had an awesome story behind it, and I was laser focused on who I targeted. So instead of a pet grooming kit, you would do a dog grooming kit. You can see how it changes the dynamic there. And when you're able to laser target and move from pet grooming kit to, let's say, a dog grooming kit, you're now targeting dog lovers. You can charge a premium price for your product because it's no longer general, right? Cat lovers are not going to buy it. Gerbil lovers are not going to buy your product. It's going to be specifically dog lovers. So when you're able to laser in on that kind of product, right? That ideal audience is dog lovers. So this is exactly what I did that brought me from zero to over $300,000, and I'm actually going to close. I have several different products, several different brands now, but I'm planning on closing with at least $400,000 on Amazon now. So the opportunity is real. Everything's essentially set up on autopilot, and I teach all this stuff in my masterclass. But you can see how powerful, this tool Helium 10 is. It basically does all the hard work for you. All right, guys. So if you loved this free content, go ahead and hit subscribe, and also click on that bell icon so you can be the first to know when I have awesome videos for you guys. They're all going to be free on YouTube, and if you guys want to take it to the next level, go ahead and check out my masterclass, right? I'm only letting in 100 people in that class. So if you are serious about taking this journey on Amazon, it's important to surround yourself with winners who are on your side, who have done the hard work, so that way you can piggyback off their knowledge. And in my course, I've done just that for you, and it's a lifetime mentorship. So as soon as you guys get in, it's not like, okay, now what after you do the course? I'll still be there over your shoulder helping you for the lifetime that you're part of our community. So it's pretty awesome. There's nothing else like that. Some of these guys are only doing like 1 hour. They're not even associating themselves with the course. With me, guys, I'm only taking on 100 people. So that 100, you guys are going to be full metal sellers. You're going to have my undivided attention, and you guys are going to rock it on Amazon, all right? So this is some advanced stuff. If you guys, again, like this video, please subscribe. That would mean the world to me, and you guys will also be the first to know when I have new juicy content for you. And don't forget to like and also comment on this video. If you're liking and commenting on this video, that's showing me that you are taking this information seriously and you're willing to put yourself out there, and I'm able to see who is actively engaged with this content. And I'll be doing giveaways in the future, so I'm going to be giving away potentially my course for free to one lucky person who I see who's the most active on all my stuff, because those are the people I want to associate with, the action takers. So if you're an action taker, check out my course, follow us on Facebook, and stay tuned. There's plenty more content coming your way. You guys have a good one.